Alright guys, so today's video is on how to install side skirts. Yep, you knew that was coming from watching my other videos. The first video was for, I think, the rear diffuser, which turned out really nice on a F13 M6. Unfortunately, I don't have much space here, or let's just look at that. But you can watch my other video for that and clap or whatever you want to do. So today I got this side installed, right? So now I know exactly what's going on. I got the front ones done too, and trust me, they look really good. Anyway, so the story with the side ones is the same as my front ones, as I mentioned in my front video. As to, I bought these in 2020, back when it was COVID, and I believe I got these on eBay as well. Oh, yep. As a matter of fact, there is a China thing on it, so on the package. So it is an eBay item. However, it came out really nice. I couldn't be much happier with the quality of it. However, there's only one thing that kind of weirds me out, but I know it is what it is. One thing that these guys didn't do is send me any 3M tape. I made sure I got a bunch of 3M tape and I used it. As you can see, this thing looks really nice and shiny all the way through. Anyway, so what I had to do to install that, let me see if I can show you on the other side here. I'm doing the other side now. So when I got these, I couldn't find nothing online, couldn't find nobody to ship anything, and I wanted it so bad at that time. Although I got it, it's 2025 August now, and now I'm finally getting to it. So anyway, let's moving forward. These things came with some screws and screws only, right? So there you go. Those are the only self-tapping screws that it came with. What I had to do on the other side is basically figure out how I was going to do it. So I've learned a couple things while I did the other side. And now this side, I'm sure, is going to be a lot easier for me. It didn't take that long at all, to be honest with you. So the first step is basically cleaning underneath here, right? Once you clean it, you're going to be able to stick some tape on there. 3M tape, or what I have is Gorilla tape. This is supposed to hold 50 pounds. I'm going to just kind of show you, or not even Gorilla tape. It's T-Rex. It's supposed to hold an all-weather up to 50 pounds. Right? So this is just as good, or if not better than 3M. $10 a pop, $11 at Menards. So, yep, as you can see, I do all my stuff myself. I'm not a mechanic, but smart enough to do anything. Now moving forward, first step, you're gonna mix some soap and water, or just water, and clean the underside of your factory skirt, which I think I did already. No, I think I did the other side. So I'm gonna do this side, and I'm gonna show you what I had to do. I should have had this blanket on the other side, so I could have showed you the other side better. Anyway, since I am on this side now, I'll show you what's going on. So you're going to need some water, cloth to wipe everything down with, some 3M tape, some self-tapping screws, and a blade to cut where you need a 3M tape to end. One thing you can do is stick it right onto that. That way, when you put it on, it goes in one way, but the better way to do it is by sticking onto the body first, and then let it catch it when you are ready to put it up. That way, you know you're aligned right and tape goes in the spots that you want it to. So as you see here, these grooves is where the 3M, or sorry, you got these plastic screws, which you'll need T27 for. Starve it. Anyway, you're going to take out all of these screws here, right? Now, I'll tell you the reason for that. These are plastic. You cannot find the longer ones, so forget about it if you're thinking that you're going to reuse this, because once that little thicker part goes in here, it's not going to have enough space for it to go in and lock up. So, that being said, I'm going to take out all of these screws, right? Except for the ones that are not being held by the cover, like these two. There's supposed to be one here. I removed it. I'm sure I have it somewhere, but I don't know where. And at this point, I don't give a shit. Because we're going to be using 3M tape and I have enough security. So, the reason you're taking these off, right, is because when you put that, you see all these grooves? These grooves are very important, right? Because that's where your the new side skirt goes. So you got to take these off. They could be a little stubborn. I should be able to just turn it like I did the other one, but for some reason it doesn't want to come out, so it's a little bit tight. I'm going to use a ratchet to get to it at this point, but I want to just go ahead and continue until I show you guys what's going on. So 3 items that you need, and of course the screws that come with the side skirts. So the reason for me taking these off is because when you leave this on and you try to put the side skirt inside this groove, this thing doesn't let you fit that perfect, and it doesn't sit flush, so you kind of see like light right through the sides here, and you don't want that light, right, even after you get the tape on it. So that's why you want to take those off. And up till this is the front part, I'm going to, oh wait, sorry, this is the back part. Anyway, going back to the front part, up till right where your left pad is, up till here, you're going to insert your side skirt in here, right? Then after that, you're gonna just screw it on with the slip-light screws. So up till here, you're gonna take the screws off and put them back in while you have this pulled down. Put these right back in. So because these are holding your factory side skirt. So that's the only reason you want to put that back. Anyway, now let's go and check out this stuff. It's pretty nice. It's curved. You can't go wrong with it. And all these grooves right here, they go into that. But when you have that little carpet in the middle, it just leaves a gap where you can see the air, and you don't want that. So that's why you're going to be taking that off, putting those back on to the body. Let me show you this side. I hate getting on the ground without anything on there, but I guess it's got to be done. So as you see here, right, you see it, wash it with the screw all the way, wash it with the screw. That's how you want to do that. Let's see if I can go all the way. Alright, so that's the back side of it. Wherever the holes are, that's what you're doing. One thing I realized later is on the back part of my vehicle, or the side skirt, there is a pre-drilled hole. I'm not sure if you can see it. fits right here. Oh, right here. That's where one of the screws goes. On the front side, didn't have one. I wanted to drill it, but I'm a little bit too late because one, the car is too low. I can't get underneath there. Two, it's all glued up. There's no way it's coming out again. I mean, taped up because it's the T-Rex tape. So what I did for this side is obviously this is a thick shell, right? So this is the back side, and this is a pre-drilled hole it came with. So what I did for the front, because now I know what's going on, I used a 7/8 drill bit, and I drilled a hole in there. This is a shell, it's thick, so no, you're not harming it, you're not damaging it, or any of it. You're gonna use a washer and then screw it onto the front. One thing you want to be careful about while you're using these screws is don't go more than a 1-inch screw here, right? So the holes that I drilled, I have 2 washers, one for the front, one for the back. The rest of them are the screws that are gonna get screwed in. I thought they gave me enough washers, but they didn't. So I think they had another thing in the mind. But of course, this product being from China, there are no instructions. So, excuse me. So no instructions, no nothing. You just have to figure it out yourself. Not many videos of side skirts like mine going on an M6 body. Most of them I see are either like just tape up or just screw in easily. But these things have grooves right where they're supposed to go. And I've got to tell you guys, although this is an eBay part, this is a really good quality part. And I couldn't be any happier. Let's see here. It came from blah, 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 China, wherever. Gosh damn it. All right. Anyway. So China label. So yeah, that being said, excuse all the mess here. I've been working on this car, doing all kinds of crazy things on it. So far, I've installed intakes. I've installed a bunch of things. Anyway, downpipes, you name it. Watch a video on how to ceramic coat your downpipes just for $10, right? You'll like that video as well if you're doing your downpipes. Because nowadays these guys are charging like $200 or so to have it ceramic coated before they get to you. And $200 versus $10 and you do it yourself is a big difference. Especially for the part you'll never see once installed. So anyway, I'm not sure where I was. That being said, look, so this thing came out good. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean that thing. That's right, I needed a ratchet to get to the rest of the screws. Take that loose. Make sure these grooves are aligned with the grooves of the body, and this will fit perfect. Then after that, all you got to do is those are self-tap screws. You go into the screws. Oh, one more thing. You will be kind of wondering, what the hell do you do when there's a factory screw and you have to put another screw in right on top of it, right? So when this thing is in, like, hang on one second. Let me just take some more off here. Okay. All right, I gotta turn this thing. Okay, so let's go here. All right, see, it's so much easier with this. And did I mention these things are plastic? You're not gonna find the big ones, so you're gonna have to use the screws. So anyway, I was thinking that, hey, I think I'm gonna have to just like screw in on top of this. But for some reason, when I do screw it in after I put this on, the screws actually go on, I'm assuming probably on the side a little bit, right? If you look at the actual original holes on these for the screws, I'm not sure if you can see that. Hang on 1 second. Ugh, so iffy. Yeah, there you go. You see that screw? Excuse that mess. There's another screw right there. Some of them are an angle to go in the angle that it's supposed to go into. Again, I don't know if I know I made a smart move by doing this, so that way I can attach it lower to that lower body up front. Just because I don't trust the winds, especially when you're in a car like this. You're going so fast sometimes that you want to make sure that that thing never comes off, no matter what hits it, or including wind or something from the floor, pothole, etc. So yeah, now that I am getting these things off, I think I got one more left. So 1, 2, and 3 is all you really need to take off. And look, oh, there it is. So once you take these 3 off, you're pretty much good to go. All right, so I didn't clean this side up yet. I'm going to do that after I take this off, just so I can get a good clean. And I know once I'm putting this down, I'm sure some of the rocks and stuff are gonna fall, which on this side they didn't. So, oh, there it is. I don't know what the fuck that is, but anyway, yep. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this clean, spray it down, wipe it with a towel, because of course you're gonna be sticking the tape there. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the tape all the way across here, closer to the middle, I want to say. Not in this corner, not in that corner, right in the middle, all the way. All the way. And then on the back side, I'm going to stick some more extra tape right in the middle, right here, right? So this way, I have like a kind of like a double security. That being said, look at this thing. This thing is loose because I'm missing a screw, and I think I used it up front somewhere. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is when I come back, I'm gonna go ahead and use my other screw and go in sideways, so it kind of holds this whole thing up. But anyway, if you got some missing, don't panic. So as you see, I left these. They're not going to be the problem. Only these 3 in the middle, because you're going to drop this middle and insert that side skirt in here, so this sit flush in the grooves. These grooves are kind of crazy cut. They're not going to let it sit flush. So do that, and you should be pretty much good to go. As I showed you the other side, unfortunately, I didn't have the other video. I do have another video, as a matter of fact, but I'm gonna give you or put this one on instead. That way, now you know exactly what you need to do. If you're putting one like mine, not the cheap ones that are like thin plastics and whatnot. Although this is supposed to be cheap too. These were not cheap. I don't remember, at least not back in 2020. They were pretty expensive for when I got them, and it took like good 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 months before I really got them back. After I ordered them, it was to a point where I got tired of it, tired of waiting, and I contacted eBay to figure out what was going on. Anyway, through eBay, I got in touch with them. This was already shipped. There was one thief on there who didn't send me the back ones. So these ones I just got them, and they came pretty fast. And I think I got these ones off of, I'm thinking eBay. But anyway, these are pretty good quality, guys. Just so you know. You know how everybody's like eBay, eBay, eBay. I mean, personally, I'm like that too. But they came out pretty good. However, this came off of Amazon, right? So one thing I did about this is I think I have a video on it, maybe not, but what I did is I installed it a little bit back, as you can see, instead of up front. And you can actually really see the line that's where the original was. I'm assuming this is like, yep, this is a clear coat that came off when I took the original one off. I'll get to it when I can. I did actually basically sand. Well, I didn't sand it down, but I God damn it. Anyway, I can't think of it right now because I'm so tired and of doing this. I just want to go inside and go to bed, but I don't want to leave my project halfway done. So I'm trying to get this done. But anyway, I buffed it. That's the right word. I buffed it, and trust me, I got a professional machine for that. Either way, once the clear coat's gone, it's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. But I'm gonna take it to a body shop and see if they can make it look at least a little bit better. So going back to this, I installed it in a way it kind of sticks out back a little bit. That way it gives it a better look. When I removed the original one and I was trying to put this on, aligned with the bumper or the original, I wasn't happy with it because you could see a bunch of stuff from here and it just wasn't looking good, right? So I did it in a way where it sticks out. It actually looks like a wing that's coming up. So yeah, anyway, moving on. I know I'm boring you guys, but some things you're better off being bored from. And this is like a break for me from doing what I've been doing. As you can see, this skirt came out pretty good. I know I got light. All right, so, and I'm amazed at the quality. Back then, I guess they might have had like good workers or something, and they weren't dying off. So they gave me a real good shit. As you can see, I installed this thing yesterday, and oh crap, it's dark. Anyway, right here, I got a little scrape getting off my driveway. So once you guys get this shit installed, be careful, especially if it's your first time. Man, it is mine. I never had a car so low. I can't even really put my foot underneath it. And of course, it's because on some jack stands. Yeah, you got to be really careful because I have a feeling sooner or later that's going to break. And then the only hardest part of removing these is the tape that you use in between it, which is not that big of a deal if you have enough fishing line and you fish, which I do. So you'll be able to get that off easily. There's a lot of videos on there on how to take it off. So I'm not going to tell you anything about that and bore you with it. But I think I pretty much mentioned everything to you guys on how to get this done. And the finished product will come out good if you do it the way I'm showing it. Again, there's no videos of anybody showing you stuff for the actual side skirt that is like a little thicker and that's supposed to fit in all the grooves with the original body. This part coming from China, it surprises me. But again, like I said, when I got it from a good company, I guess, and they sent me out a great part. Did I mention one of the thieves? I was supposed to get this from them, diffuser, and he just said, "Oh no, wait a minute! I think I had a whole back bumper, aftermarket bumper. That's what that was." So anyway, I had this whole back bumper coming in. And this guy kept saying, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming," as it never showed up. So eventually, after like 4 or 5 months, I got a hold of. Well, I basically started a conversation with this seller, and eventually eBay stepped in and they got me a refund because they realized, although he kept showing it's been shipped, it was not really shipped. So the guy was trying to scam me, and shout out to eBay for that. They realized that he was scamming me, and they got me the refund without even me asking about it. This was just me. I was just in a conversation with the seller, and apparently their security or something, they looked into it and they realized that this guy was scamming me, and they automatically refunded me the money and informed me about it. So I, although I used to hate eBay, I kind of trust them now. I do get some of the things, and after getting the things that I got from them, of course, you got to look around for it. Make sure you get it from the right person and the right product. If you do, you'll definitely find some good people on there. So yeah, good luck, guys. Install this. You're gonna be really happy once you put all these 3 pieces on: the front, the sides, and the back. It changes the look of your car. It looks amazing after that. Not like just good, but it looks amazing, right? Especially if you can afford like a wide body kit and stuff, this is the stuff you want to go with. Just be careful when you're driving. Any pothole, speed bump, or whatever can screw this up, starting with your front first. So yeah, that's all you need to be careful of, and good luck. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I will respond as fast as I can to help you out. I make these videos so I can help you guys out. I don't get paid on them or any of that. My videos are out there just to help. So if you have a chance and you'd like to, give me a thumbs up. If not, no problem. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.